Hey everybody.
So Seth, what are we calling this?
Oh my gosh, thanks, Chloe. That's a good question. I guess we're just testing the product we built. um, Chloe's requesting some LA conversation.
So
Uh,
okay. Let's
yeah.
let's take a step back here.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, let's
where are you right now, Seth? I think everyone knows from my testing videos that I'm clearly in the SF office, but
Yeah, I'm
where are you?
actually in the same office as you. And
Oh, okay.
here's yeah, yeah. So I'm in the SF office. I'm normally based in New York. Um, but this week I'm in San Francisco, and it's been really nice. The I've been in California since late last week. Oh, Susie's in North Carolina. We're in North Carolina. I went to school in Raleigh. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
the
Chloe, we wish you were in San Francisco too.
yeah, yeah. It's been, I've gotten that a few times on the trip. I gotta fight it off. Um, yeah, I was in LA over the weekend, which actually it was nice. I think I went into it expecting to not like LA.
Mm,
And I think that was correct for me. I wasn't. I didn't. I liked LA for a lot of like the weather was beautiful and everything,
yep.
but I hadn't spent that much time in a car in a really long time,
Mm,
and we spent so much
it's
time
not
like
fun.
looking for parking and stuff like that. But I feel like there's just like LA potentially is a like a slow burn city,
Mm.
where I can imagine it being really really wonderful, but being there for a limited amount of time, I didn't have that experience.
It's a
Um,
very kind way for you to put it, a slow burn.
did you like LA? You went to school there. Oh, Susie, you're in like Norman? Beautiful area. That's awesome. We also have Chris
Yeah,
here now.
I, I'm not surprised by your take. I
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to live in LA,
Uh-huh.
although I think it was a great place to go to college because when you're confined to the campus
Hmm.
most of the time, the like beautiful weather is amazing. I remember when I first moved out to LA. I'm from Boston. For people
Uh-huh.
that don't know, Boston has really cold weather in the winter, not a lot of sunlight. It's rainy, it's snowy, and I remember I like got on campus freshman year, and it was sunny every day, and I was like, why am I always happy? And then like it finally hit me like 2 months in.
You're getting like like you're getting more vitamin D than you get in like a regular year in
Yeah,
Boston. Yeah.
yeah, I was getting more vitamin D than I did in a year in Boston. So like the first 2 months of college were great. Then I guess like I established a new norm and things went back to normal. But LA was a great place to go to school. I think it's at least for me it would be a hard place to live just because I have a bunch of friends who graduated and live there now, but
Hmm.
they all live in different parts and they're all like 50
Yeah, yeah.
minutes
You're
away
like,
from
yeah.
each other.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I had this experience coming from the Northeast. I was like it going from like one neighborhood of going from West LA to East LA. I felt like I was basically driving from Philly to Baltimore or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Like it was like a legit journey you got to pack for and everything. Um, yeah, yeah. It was nice. How was your time in LA?
it was good. I mean, it was pretty crazy how cold it was on Saturday actually, but that was
Yeah, yeah,
nice.
that
I
was wedding
remember.
day for us. That was it
Okay,
was pretty chilly. I felt bad for the bride and groom because the day after everyone woke up and it was like 85 degrees. It was like beautiful out, you
it
know?
was beautiful out, right?
Yeah.
Um, but it was fun. I went back to LA to go to my college's graduation. I finally graduated. Everyone, no, I graduated a couple years ago, but I had a couple friends who were graduating, so I went back to see them, which was fun.
Nice,
Um,
man.
yeah, and then yesterday, the funny story is I had a flight booked um, on Southwest to Oakland, and one of my friends who was also in LA was like, "Hey," because he's from the Bay. He's like, "I'm
Uh,
driving up. I'm driving up to the Bay. Do you want to join me?" So
oh,
I ended up
whoa.
joining him for the
You
drive.
did the drive. Whoa. Okay, cool,
Yeah,
man.
it was like 7 hours.
Really? I heard it was 7 hours. Are you kidding me?
Seven
I thought
hours.
it was like 4 hours or something. It was a
No,
traffic.
no. I mean, there was a little bit of traffic in LA. It
Seven
probably took us
hours.
an hour to get out of LA, and then there's a
Whoa.
good amount of you just like drive straight through the Central Valley, basically.
So there was a lot of people were doing this drive because the groom was from Bay Area, so like a
Okay.
lot of like high school friends and everything, and there were one of a lot of the people at this wedding were in medicine. They were and
Okay.
one of the people there, she was saying that she had a patient at her hospital recently. Someone was like, "I'm going to drive back at Central Valley," and this lady was like, "Make sure you." close your windows when you go through it. And someone was like, "Oh yeah, it's stinky." And she was like, "No, it's like I had a patient come in, and this patient got a fungal infection of the lungs because like driving through, just like breathing in." So I guess for
Oh,
everybody,
oh,
everybody out there, make sure if you're driving through the Central Valley, you roll your windows up.
wow. I
What
had
did you
no
get?
idea.
You have your windows down or you had them up?
My windows were down the whole time, so
Dude, come on.
you might have mine to do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, my windows were up. My windows were up. So
Okay, down the whole time would be crazy. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
they,
like no, yeah.
they were up the whole time. The only
Yeah.
time I set foot outside was, which is probably why the trip was a little bit longer for me. Um,
Chris.
why it was longer for me. Chris was a honestly
That's so
laugh. Um, what's like? Oh yeah, we stopped for In and Out. Oh, and you know what I discovered? Have you been? You've been to an In and Out before, right,
I
Zach?
actually went right after the wedding. The whole
Okay,
like wedding party went down there. It was nice. I haven't been in like 5 years before that, probably.
okay. So In and Out's a good burger, and I always knew they had the double doubles, but then
Uh-huh.
my friend ordered a triple triple, and I was like, what? That's insane. Apparently, it's a thing you can order. It's not on the menu. So I had one of those the first time.
Nice, nice. That's cool. I also have never heard that before. It makes sense that they can spin that.
Yeah.
Chloe's asking if you got an animal style.
No, no, no. I
Oh,
did
you
not.
did? I got a double double animal style. That was the yeah, yeah, it was good. Um, yeah.
Oh, you went to the wedding on Saturday, is that right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then
And then Sunday you flew back up to the Bay, or
yeah, which ended up being crazy just because it's like, you have to we got a ride into LA, got dropped off somewhere, then took an Uber to LAX, then flew from LAX, then took an Uber to like it was just like a whole big travel day type thing. But
yeah,
um yeah, it was good.
wait,
Yeah, yeah.
nice. You doing anything fun this week in SF other than hanging out with us?
I'm seeing John's new place on Wednesday,
Oh,
which I'm
cool.
excited about. Yeah, I think he lives in let me see if I can pull it up on my
Should we
he
tell
lives by
that address?
what's yeah, 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 yeah. Everyone can show up. It's
Hey,
Wednesday night at
chat.
John's house. I think he lives by what is this? What is this park called? Buena Vista, is that right? No, it's Sutro. Um, I've got no idea actually, but I'm gonna see him. I got breakfast this morning with Gabriel.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, yeah, which was really nice. Um, and then we're going to the Giants game. I'm gonna dock Strahd. I'm gonna do it. No one can stop me. And then we're going to the baseball game Tuesday, and then I'm gonna go to um my girlfriend's family's from the Bay Area, and so I'm gonna be in we're gonna do what do you call it? All of her cousins. I've never been to this, but all of her cousins are going to Bottle Rock Music Festival on Friday just for like one day. So we're gonna go to that. Should be fun. Green Day's playing, so
Nice.
that's a little before your time, Zach. I think Green
No, no,
Day,
no,
but
no. It's not before. I was in a I was in a band in middle school,
are
and
you
one
serious?
of the songs that we did was a Green Day song,
Oh,
and
really? Which one was it?
I'm forgetting the song, which is super lame. Oh, it was a Green Day song, but I'm forgetting the name of the song. For the
Damn, we've
next
got
live
music. I could
show,
turn
I
on
will
music mode right now if you want. We could do a rendition.
turn on music mode. I just start singing. Uh, maybe for the live video we'll have to do that. But
Yeah, yeah, for a follow-up one.
that's cool. I've never been to Bottle Rock, although it's in the South Bay, right?
I think it's in North Bay. It's in Napa, which like my
Oh,
girlfriend's sister-in-law is from Napa, so I think we're gonna like stay at like we're gonna. Chris is asking how do we like doing the live. Honestly, this is pretty chill. I'm pretty
yeah,
relaxed right now. This is fun. I don't know if we'll run out of content soon, but I'm enjoying it. See the chat. I like the hearts coming in.
yeah, yeah.
I see some people smashing the subscribe button. I've got a few subscribe notifications while I'm on the stream, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like we've
so
already.
yeah. What was that? What was that?
I was just joking. I haven't made any money yet. No one's. Um, yeah, Chris is getting subscribers by being. But honestly, the chat content today might be actually better than the live content.
Yeah, 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 we're
Uh,
doing our best. Oh, we got
oh,
daily stock pick in
Daily
here.
Stock Pick is here. Daily Stock Pick. I have a question for you. What do you think about Coinbase being in the S&P 500? They're very controversial for some folks.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Did they just get like inducted? I
They
don't
just
know.
got into S&P 500. Yeah, I think it wasn't because someone got kicked out, although that can happen. But um, Discover and Capital One, or
Hmm.
Capital One acquired Discover, so they became one. And then and then I guess Coinbase was the next biggest company. I love it.
3YC companies. Oh, that's cool. 3YC companies. What are the?
So Airbnb's got to be one of them, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, wait.
Or maybe not.
Well, wait. I
Uh,
don't even know. My gaps in economic knowledge are showing. I'm gonna ask Claude. What 3YC companies are in the S&P? See what it says. See, if we had a voice agent in this live, I could just ask the voice agent.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, yeah,
You almost built that for a hackathon, right, Seth?
yeah, yeah. It didn't work though. I
Okay.
built it, but then what it would do when I ran the script to create a voice like a AI voice agent, it created it in a different someone else's live practice, which ended up being fine because the person wasn't live yet. So
Yeah.
it was totally fine. But yeah, it was that was an alarming moment. The guy was super chill. I reached out after and we talked. So that was great. Um,
Who here in the chat would go live with an AI agent?
Love it. It just showed up and handle on the chart today. First crypto in the S&P.
Well, is it the first crypto in the S&P, or is MicroStrategy in the S&P? Because aren't they basically crypto too?
Okay, also DoorDash, Coinbase, Airbnb. Those are the
Okay.
three YC companies in
That's
the S&P. Um,
DoorDash.
that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah,
I wonder what
yeah.
there's
The
got.
fourth?
There should be a poly market on that. The fourth
Yeah, yeah,
S&P 500.
yeah, yeah. Any good poly markets going on right now?
I'm not sure, but I heard that there's this Manifold conference, I think it's called,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
people are
yeah.
betting on whether Chris is going to show up.
I know, I know. I think
Apparently,
he's 96% gonna show up.
yeah. I wonder who
Um,
that are.
which
Things
if